you're finally here. We've been waiting for you.
I'm afraid I was boring your charming sister with my chatter.
Oh, nonsense. I'll leave you two alone.
You look tired. Is everything all right? Do you need my help?
How do you know my address?
People in Warsaw know who the Szulskis are. You're quiet this evening. Did something happen?
This has been an especially difficult night for me.
Is everything all right with Svetlana?
Why do you ask?
You two left without saying goodbye. Did something happen?
I saw a golem.
A golem? From Jewish legends? Is it a salutor?
Yes, and it turned out to be a very real salutor. A material one. I didn't think that was even possible.
And what does it have to do with Svetlana?
I'm afraid Svetlana is dead.
I was afraid of this. Did the golem kill her?
You could say that. The golem sank her boat by collapsing the roof over the pier. Svetlana intended to live off of selling other people's secrets.
Secrets can be deadly. Do you want to know what she shared with me?
You're not proposing blackmailing anyone with anything, are you?
Nonsense. Of course not. As I told you, I want the world to see my truth. I want to stop the annihilation of countless human beings. But on my own, I am like Cassandra. Yet, with Svetlana's knowledge and you by my side, no one will have any choice but to believe me.
I'm intrigued.
The question is, can you bear the burden that she also carried?
Can you say which secret of Svetlana's you mean? She had a whole chest full of them.
That wasn't in the chest, and now it's only in my memory.
Will you tell me what this is about?
Not here, no. Get some rest first. At our next meeting, at the Narizhinskis, it's safe there, for now.
Thank you for stopping by.
See you again soon, my friend. One more question. Might this golem cause you any trouble?
I'm sure I'll find out soon.
I think we need to have a word. How do you know people like this, Rasputin?
How long was he here?
He arrived shortly before you did. Unexpectedly, he scared Grażyna. I received him in the salon so that he wouldn't go wandering through the house.
What were you talking about before I interrupted you?
What difference does it make? About... Strange. I don't remember even.
Sometimes he has that effect on people.
What kind of person is he?
He's that miracle worker I was writing to you about. The one who helped me return to my senses.
Not completely, I think. Given that you brought him with you.
He just came to see me. I owe him a lot.
It looks like he knows you better than I do.
I actually barely know him, but he's never yet refused to help me.
I can only congratulate you on having friends like that. First Niedzic, now a gloomy hermit. And ladies of the night have started hanging around outside the windows. Are they also friends of yours?
Who are those women?
Whores, Victor. Prostitutes. Women of easy virtue, daughters of Corinth. Courtesans, moths, hookers, floozies. I've been seeing 2 girls around here recently. They stand out on the street and peek into our windows.
Maybe Abaurisa is playing a prank. This can wait. Ligia, I'm really dead on my feet, but there's one more thing we need to have a word about.
I wonder what I don't know yet.
Did you know that someone sent a golem after our family?
A golem? The kind from Jewish legends?
This one was very real. It destroyed half the port while it was trying to kill me.
Port Praga? Are you alright? What were you doing there?
I helped Svetlana. She wanted to flee the country.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Do you know what forces you're playing with? You know full well who she is.
Who she was.
Sorry, what?
Svetlana is dead. She was just setting off on a lovely voyage when a golem appeared and... Svetlana is dead.
We're finished. They'll put us both in prison. What will become of us?
Don't worry, nothing will happen to us. I'll make sure of it.
How will you do that?
Maybe your devoted secret police chief will reveal something. Perhaps you should ask him.
What are you talking about?
He got us into the soiree, so maybe he'll help us with this too.
You're allegedly dead on your feet, Victor. Maybe it's time for bed.
You haven't experienced anything unusual recently?
Nothing so remarkable, given I'm living with the Thaumaturge. You think there's any way I'd have let a golem slip by me?
Was there anyone who very openly disliked Father?
More than you?
Touché. Did he know some sort of Thaumaturge who might have been out for revenge, or did he mention a coterie to you at any point? Did he meet up with other Thaumaturges?
As far as close friends, I think you already know that's a dead end. And he never introduced the Thaumaturge to me.
How long have you known your chief?
What does that matter?
So you knew he worked for the Ochrana?
Yes. You'd have found in the end anyway, but he asked me not to tell you right away.
I understand that each of us has various relationships we're tangled up in. But I think we should start talking about them more often.
Agreed. I'll only add that a contact like him is very useful in business.
I'm guessing he knows how to arrange contacts for you. I'm sure he often invites you to all sorts of soirees and receptions, right?
I don't always accept. It seems like we've each got our own miracle worker. I know who he is, and I treat him very cautiously. Plus, we've already established that you don't report to me about your acquaintances. Besides, it was Papa who introduced him to me all those years ago. What's the real reason we're talking about him for the second time this evening?
I saw him once more, at Port Praga.
And what was he doing there? Does he have anything to do with the golem? Was he there because of the lady-in-waiting you were the last one to see before she died?
Theoretically.
No, I've had enough. Don't say another word. I desperately need to be alone right now. Where are my cigarettes?
It looks familiar, and yet different. Well, well. Is this a dream? I need to get out of here.
Fool.
Father.
Blind fool.
Well, what don't I see? Maybe you could give me an answer this time.
What don't you know?
Why did you let a rat like Konieczkin into our home? Now he's dogging Ligia and me. Were you working for him? Did you start informing on your customers for him?
A fool's theory.
Why is the golem pursuing our blood? You've not just put me in danger, but Ligia as well. Who did you hurt so much that the golem was aiming to? Hold on. It succeeded, didn't it? That's what killed you. That's what made the building fall on you. Who inflicted this punishment on you? What for? And how the hell do I lift it?
Everything I've done.
was with your children in mind. I've heard it all before. For our good, I know. Thanks a lot. I definitely didn't ask for a blood curse. Are you finally going to say something?
You've wasted your time. I left you all the answers. You just have to find them.
Where am I supposed to look for them? In the Black Grimoire, which I nearly got from you? In that case, where is it? Who was it? Your friends? Your coterie that you hid even from your lover? Who are they? What were you planning?
You possess everything I had. I have left you everything you need.
Come back here! I'm not finished with you yet!
Look who's up. Sleeping Beauty. Have some coffee. In the morning, Grażynka brews it strong. All the revelations yesterday overwhelmed me a little. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my outburst.
Forgive me for yesterday. Warsaw was getting to me.
Yes, I know the feeling. And I don't want to quarrel with you either. We'd be better off focusing on the obstacles ahead of us. I thought that, given our situation, your suggestion to talk to Konieczkin wasn't so bad after all.
I suspect he'll offer us a deal with the devil.
For now, I'm just thinking out loud. I thought about what you were saying yesterday. Those strange phenomena related to the golem. Once, when I was taking a carriage to the store, the horse took fright. First it reared, then it started kicking, and after a moment it froze and dropped dead on the cobblestones. But it was already old. Could that have been the golem?
That I don't know yet.
Does that mean we might be in danger?
I don't know how long it took the golem to reach Father. He only found me in Warsaw that one time. I don't know how he works.
I can't believe Father didn't know that either. There must be something in his office. Anything.
Maybe.
Is there any other way you could find out?
I had a dream about Father.
Me too. Right after he died. He was soothing me with my favorite lullaby.
First he insulted me, and then blood poured down his face.
Very funny. Do you see him often in your dreams?
This was only the second time. I hope there will be more. It's been a long time since I was quarantined in the hospital. They're not ordinary dreams. They're very realistic visions. I talk to him, I ask questions, but I can't understand his answers.
Why don't we focus on real life?
Has anything been reported about Port Praga?
I've been keeping an eye out, but nothing yet. But Svetlana's disappearance won't go unnoticed for long. Hyenas like fresh corpses.
I know that you're still sorting through things there, but I really have to visit our store in Mirów.
I'm basically done. and I was planning to go there now after breakfast. Will you join me?
I should look through all of Father's things in the store. Everything he left behind.
All right. Let's go.
Not much has changed here.
Just the sign. Or maybe the owner.
That's right. Now it's your kingdom.
I don't think queens dig through columns of numbers, exotic names, addresses, and consignment notes. Or scold customers who don't know the difference between powdered skull and powdered mummy. Have you developed an interest in the family business?
Actually, what is the difference between mummy powder and skull powder?
Skull powder is powder from a skull. You use it to make an extract for apoplexy and bleeding. Thomas Willis, a pioneer of brain research, had a habit of adding it to his hot chocolate. Powdered mummy is an oil. Egyptian mummies are covered in a dark substance that's a mixture of embalming fluids and organic fluids from the body of the deceased. This hardened human resin has to be scraped off the mummy and made into an oil. It helps with wounds, rashes, sore throats, and dizziness.
It sounds like that substance is bitumen. And there are easy ways of getting it than scraping mummies.
That might be. But our customers prefer scraped mummies. Unless you're considering diversifying our selection.
This conversation has convinced me even more that Father left the business in the right hands.
Come into my chamber. I have to take care of the inventory. Try not to make more of a mess than there already is.
What is this?
The photograph, Victor. A marvelous invention. Father was very fond of them.
I meant what Father has on his face. That smile. I'm sure someone he disliked had just died.
Did you want something, or are you here to joke around?
The guy next to Father, that's Hayat, right?
Yes, he's just younger, Victor. That's how photographs work, you know. They stop time and place. I can also see here that they were friends. But a year ago, that ended and they stopped working together.
Yes, you mentioned it recently.
It's a shame Papa never said why.
Could Hayat have wanted our father to die? Could he have sent the golem after him?
I think you'll have to ask him. I heard that he bought out one of the 2 rundown laundries here in Mirov, not too far away. You're welcome.
Thank you. When was this picture taken?
Who knows, a quarter century ago? We must not have even been 5. You two look more and more alike.
Don't scare me. I'm taking another look around.
Is that?
Yes. I'll take a quick look around.
Be careful. On my way. I wanted to talk to you about a certain university.
The store looks better than I remembered. More human.
I've sorted through the remaining junk and I'm keeping the monkey brains, prepared corpses, and potency ointments just in the catalog now, so mothers can come here with their kids.
Do you want to be better than father?
People look at a businesswoman strangely, so I intend to prove to them that I'm better than businessmen. I'm doing my best.
Has anything strange happened lately? Anything that might have something to do with the golem?
A cup fell from the table and someone stumbled while crossing the doorstep, but I assume those aren't things that can be attributed to a golem.
Most likely common clumsiness. That's good news.
And some plaster fell from the ceiling, but that's probably because something was passing by. Nothing serious. Anything else?
What's this mysterious university?
I'm giving a lecture at the Flying University. It's a very informal educational initiative, not to say secret. And an important one, especially for women who can get an education from us, which they are legally prohibited from doing under the partition. I'd like you to come with me.
What's the lecture about?
The economic aspect of the woman's question. I've gathered some interesting data and managed to get some great sources from France and England. Come on! Those 2 brain cells you still have will appreciate a break from booze and trouble. Come with me.
Of course I will go. I will be honored.
No questions or bargaining? Who are you and what have you done to my brother?
If it's important to you, there's no need to persuade me.
The university is meeting in the antiquarian bookshop across the Green Square. Which brings us to the most important thing. Everyone brings something sweet, so I ordered some donuts from Mrs. Yagoda. The best ones. And the best donut is filled with...
With cherry.
So the argument continues. Get those donuts, will you?
I'll see what I can do.
all the joints in Povishla, you walk into this one again.
You won't give up that easy. Deep down, you're not that kind of man. Tilting at windmills has dimmed your investigator's instinct, but you won't give them the satisfaction.
I don't have the strength.
I do. Let's bring this case to a close. Let's find the real fisherman.
You're right. The dubber is innocent. I'm not going to fall in with a heartless system where all that matters is the quarterly performance. Come, I'll show you the body. It's still in the ice room, unless the pallbearer took it. I'll tell you the rest of the story there.
Viktor Szulski, Thaumaturge.
Antoni Nigorevich Pelevin.
Lead the way.
I hope I don't regret it, Thaumaturge. There he is. Tadeusz Pielecha, a Powiśle man. Childless, 46 years old. He was a fisherman. Ну, Thaumaturge, за дело.
I presume it's his trademark.
Yes, he always puts pebbles in place of gouged out eyes. Ordinary river pebbles, probably collected at the local wharf.
Any personal items? Something could have been imprinted on them. His emotions, thoughts, anything.
All he had was his wedding ring. But we gave it back to the widow because she was crying that she wanted to have a memento of her husband.
We should ask her to show this wedding ring to us. Where can I find the widow?
She lives in a house on the corner, between the marketplace and Yaja's brothel.
Did he have a family?
We only know about the wife. They didn't seem to get along.
Pielecha wasn't the fisherman's first victim. What about the others?
There was another fisher, a porter, a traveling saleswoman, but this is our best clue.
Were other victims from around here as well?
Some spent all their lives in Powiśle. Others were passing through. And they were just unlucky.
Then it's certain the fisherman lives in the area and knows it well. Which means he probably also keeps his victims somewhere around here.
And then just drops them on the bank?
He has multiple wounds and bruises.
Yeah, he was tortured before he died. But the immediate cause of death was a strong hit to the back of the head. Stunned like a fish. It's a joke.
All right, the autopsy's over. When did Pielecha's wife report he was missing?
She admitted she was worried her husband had been gone for 3 days. She did take her time.
Maybe she was the one who killed him.
Why don't you talk to her? If you need me, I'll be at the moonshine.
Yes.
Do you have any valuables to sell? Like jewelry?
What jewelry? Look at me. I had Pielecha's ring, but I sold it to a pawn shop. Money don't stink, you know. They didn't want anything else anyway.
And where is this pawn shop?
At Brovarno Street.
I have to go now.
Goodbye.
Hello, sweet secret. Hello.
Hello, hello. How can I help you, sir? Are you buying? Pledging? Art, cards, old farts, top coats, ski, jewelry.
Do you remember Mieszko Setsemin? He was a lone shark around here.
And you're asking me because?
No reason.
Setsemin died a long time ago. They say someone attacked and shot him. Terrible tragedy. Terrible. Even talking about him might bring bad luck. And so, life goes on here in Powiśle.
I'd like to see your jewelry.
Gems, bangles, spangles.
Wedding rings. Golden.
Uh-huh. Congratulations.
Preferably from a stiff. I know you've got one here.
What does a magician need a ring like that for?
I've already told you. I'm getting married.
I do have one, but it's not for sale. It brings me luck.
Can I just take a look at it?
No looking.
I'll be back.
No need.
Can you feel it? It's the smell of mystery.
What now?
I really want.
I said...
I'll be back.
No need.
What now?
I really want.
I said...
You can feel evil energy creep out from every corner surrounding you. You're afraid you might be hexed. You don't realize you bring bad luck on yourself.
How so?
Don't you know dead people's things, especially personal items, attract restless souls? Can you hear the whispers? Is it the wind? It's strangely cold here.
Take this cursed ring away from me. I don't want it.
I'll happily rid you of this potential curse. Let me rest. Let's wait until... So, let's kill some time.
A friend of Piotrusi's. You can ask, just be discreet.
What about Tadeusz Pielecha? Do you know anything about him?
What a miserable chap. No one could ever cheer him up. It must be really hard for his wife now. A friend of a friend saw him in a moonshine often. A local joint.
I know where it is.
Anything else?
Thank you for being willing to talk to me. Goodbye.
Give my best to Piotruś.
Hey, what are you up to? Bothering the lady? Nothing comes for free.
I was only asking the lady a few questions. I'll take my leave.
Over my dead body.
Forget it. This is nothing, really. Just idle chit-chat, that's all.
I'm supposed to step in if any fishermen or others can't bother you. So I am. Unless you want to be left alone. And you? Come here. Losing a few teeth will teach you not to waste the hooker's time.
Just no browning, please. What can I get you?
It's nice in here. I like the decor. Why the moonshine?
It sells best. We've just run out. Have anything else to say?
I know Tadeusz Pielecha liked to come here.
Wouldn't you rather have a drink? I don't feel like talking about Tadek.
You miss him, so do the others. You've known him for ages, and now the mere mention of his name tears a hole in your heart. Help me, and I will do him justice.
Yeah, it's a damn shame. If he went back to his wife that night rather than here, I guess he'd be still alive.
That means he spent his last night here?
Yeah, when he left, that was the last we ever saw him. It was pissing down that night too. And a few days later, he was lying sprawled out on the river bank like a dead fish.
Did you talk to him?
Tadek did more drinking than talking. He only complained that Yadzia had him removed from the brothel. He didn't avail himself of it, and he wouldn't pay for nothing. Other than that, no. He was a man of few words.
I suppose you don't have many customers on rainy nights like that. Can you remember who else was here?
Just regulars. Same as today, some hookers come by at times. Today we've got one copper and one intrusive posh boy, which is unusual. I mean you.
Did Pielecha leave alone?
Gienek, the steel worker, left with him, but he came back shortly after and passed out in the corner. Then a hooker went out, probably to work.
Do you remember which one?
Clara. She's the caring one. She chumps around with that little shit Justa.
I'll be off now.
Good riddance.
Anything new?
Have you seen my little sassy Powiśle boy?
No. Is he a part of the investigation?
Yes, you could say so. He was supposed to find me. I think I know who the fisherman is, but I need to be certain. I'll get back to you.
Anything new?
I think I know who the fisherman is, but I need to be certain. I'll get back to you.
Have you looked around? Any Special requests?
Tell me about this place.
Yes.
I've heard Tadeusz Pilecha came here the day before he died.
You're not from around here, Precious, are you? What are you snooping around for?
A Thaumaturge's habit. So has he been here or not?
He seemed odd, and he didn't pay, and I value our time, so I had him kicked out.
Can I take a look around the rooms where you receive customers?
No, Precious. Whoever enters the rooms must pay first. That's the rule.
Let's make a deal. You let me in, and I'll settle Pilecha's debt. Will 5 rubles cover it?
10.
Fine. In fact, the establishments of Śródmieście aren't as expensive as my sister told me.
Go on. Upstairs with you. Just don't scare my girls.
Can you feel it? It's the smell of mystery.
Will you stop sneaking up on us?
Do you know Tadeusz Pilecha?
Poor guy. He was the one the fisherman got this time. You shouldn't say bad things about the dead.
But?
Pilecha came to visit us, our boaty house, the day before he died. He wouldn't pay, so Aunt Yadzia, the madam, had him thrown out.
Thank you. I will talk to her.
I've had it. Let's get out of here. I'm not going to stay here any longer, getting wet and tempting fate.
Let's go. Yadzia will get over it.
So this is where you've been hiding, Auntie Clara. Auntie Clara, what did you do to the boy?
Piotrush's older friend. I expected this to be only a matter of time. I warned you he would get hurt.
Why is he lying still? What did you do to him?
For now, he's only sleeping. The little angel. Like the others. Don't be a hero, or the lad's done for.
Let's not be rash. Let's talk.
Indeed. Everything would have worked out if it wasn't for this pesky kid.
Why are you even doing this?
Why wouldn't I be doing this? Why wouldn't I slaughter those stinking sods? My only regret is that I didn't start sooner.
Your brother, what is it that he's done to you?
Brother? Daft prick is more like it. He raised me after our parents died. Raised me with a heavy hand. I hated him, but I also only had him.
You killed him too?
I dreamed about it every day. Until he finally died on his own in a stupid accident. Blithering idiot. He managed to take even that from me. The satisfaction of his death. It's not even about my brother this time. It's about this cursed city.
You can't stand the smell of fish. Why?
Because the past stinks of fish. He only needed to swing his arm to make me nauseous. The stench of fish lingered long on my skin. That's it. I'm done talking.
Wait! You're not from here. Warsaw wasn't kind to you, was it?
Kind? Warsaw devoured me. It chewed me up and shut me out. I came here with the hope of leaving everything behind me. I was a good girl. I wanted to find a job and start a new life. I didn't have any prospects. Whoring turned out to be the only option. It wasn't until I finally got the courage to kill my first river-stinking customer that I felt that there must be some sense in all this. No, not sense. There is no sense. Pleasure.
You know, I hate Warsaw myself. Sometimes I would like to sink this city, but making peace with it is simpler.
Enough already! Not another word!
You won't hurt him the same way you were hurt because you don't hate him. I have seen and felt how carefree you become in his presence, as if he gave you back moments of childhood that you never had.
I'm sorry, Piotrush.
Now, we'll leave together.
No, magician. Piotrush has all the time in the universe. I don't.
Stop!
What the fuck is this place? Who's this woman? Is she...
She's your fisherman. She's the one behind.
Fucking hell. I knew I would regret it. Don't tell me the kid is dead too. Well?
He's alive.
Then wake him up and let's get out of here. It really stinks of fish.
Everything okay? You alright?
Alright. Yeah. I'm alright.
You're lucky the kid's in one piece. How could you be so irresponsible and act alone?
There was no time to think. I had to act fast.
And I think you followed your pride, Mr. Great Thaumaturge.
I'm sorry for dragging you into this, lad.
Nah, forget about it. The risk comes with the job, but I guess you'll have to conduct your next investigation without me.
How did you end up on this table?
I found this dive, and as I was going to get you, Auntie Clara showed up. Then, I don't remember.
I understand. Would you ever think she's the murderess?
No, this is where my intuition failed. I also didn't anticipate that she'd take her life like this.
I'm sorry I didn't notify you before.
Apologizing won't change the fact that the murderess is dead.
What will happen to Cayetana now?
The perpetrator is deceased, so now I have to tie all the murders to her corpse. It'll take a while without a testimony. Seeing as you've bungled everything here, I'm tempted to hold your painter until he croaks.
Just tell me when you release him.
I'll call you.
I'll be waiting for your call regarding Cayetana's case, Commissioner.
Sure.
Goodbye.
Take care, partner. We did good.
Let's go. I'll show you the police station.
Well, well. What a day. Let's wait until... So, let's kill some time. The things people come up with. Let's wait. Let's wait until... So, let's kill some time. Aren't your legs getting sore? Let's wait. So,